Hi, everybody. Welcome to Hey Boo. Today we got Chrissy and and my grandson Riley. I mean, Dakota. Look, I'm getting mixed up with names. And our special guest host is Howard. So, how y'all doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Howard? Shh. Be quiet. Get over there.
As you can hear from the grandson, yeah, I'm not doing too good.
How was y'all's week? Good.
I just saw you 3 minutes ago, Jackie.
I
Good
know, but I
God.
say this every week. I ask everybody how their week was. How did and you was in the movie this week, right? You making
Yeah,
a movie, right?
yeah, I am. I'm not making a movie. I'm
Oh,
in a
yeah,
movie. I'm
in
not
the
making
movie.
a
In the
movie.
movie.
Yeah, I'm in a movie. Yep. Carry on.
Carry on.
Yep.
Yep. Well, tonight we're going to be talking about portals. So, my question is, are there different types of portals?
Absolutely. There's a multitude types of portals.
Is there a worse one that you can have?
Well, I would say a demonic portal would definitely not be a good one to have.
I mean, so how would you get one of these portals in your house or on like where you live or where you work or but you know what I mean, right?
I know what you mean, but the audience don't know what you mean, Jackie.
I know, huh?
Anthony, this is not a NC-17 show. This is a family friendly show. So I can't say what I want to that. Um, but I'm just gonna say kiss my grits, and that's it. Anyhow, so the question was, how can you have one at your place of employment, in
No,
your
I didn't mean
home?
employment, but I couldn't get it out. Like, there's different places where you can have one at,
Oh,
right?
a portal can be anywhere. A portal
Anywhere.
can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be specific to a building or anything of that nature. A portal can be brought in. Did he ask a riddle? Gabe, this is a family friendly show, so a portal can exist anywhere, Jackie. Um, in the sense of a demonic portal, you're looking at, people have potentially practiced dark magic and opened something up. They may have cast spells that open things up. They may have done Ouija boards and opened a portal that they didn't close. Um, they may have, and let me premise this by saying that I personally
Mhm.
do not utilize a Ouija board. However, I know that some of my fellow investigators do. It's not my personal preference. I think that it can and does open a portal a lot of the time. And that's not to say that other practices can open portals, but
Mhm.
that's to me that's one of the main paths that people open portals by utilizing that or dark magic. On Black Friday, all the demons and oh my lord,
That's only at Walmart, Super Walmart.
I cannot. Listen, our Walmart already has pallets out that are wrapped in saran wrap for the Black Friday sales, sitting in the middle of the aisles. And it says, do not touch, cannot be opened until, the date. So,
um, hey, a question
hi,
too.
Irene.
A question too. Hello, Irene. A question too. Can you go on like YouTube and maybe look up something to create a portal,
Oh,
or
I mean, everything's out there on the internet. Hi, Emmy. Everything's out there on the internet. I mean, anywhere you go, you have access to bad stuff you really shouldn't be dabbling in. especially when you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because listen, oh my God, why is everybody picking on me? Listen, Jackie,
I didn't do nothing. This is a friendly show, people.
It's me.
everybody's picking on the Listen Queen. Everybody, and Howard's just sitting there. I'm not wearing pants again. I cannot. That is not family friendly.
What's that
Howard,
got to do with it? People don't wear,
Howard,
they can wear shorts.
Howard. That is not what you were implying, sir. You were implying nakedness.
No, I got underwear on.
People should play with what people. I think she meant people shouldn't play with what they don't understand.
That's correct.
Taking a bath in the pot. Well, I mean the pot. Well, that was on Listen Queens, and we are NC-17, so that's a little bit different. Um, but yeah. So yes,
Yes, back to the topic. Portals.
you. Yes, you shouldn't. Um. So. So yeah, I mean portals can be dangerous, and any tool that you utilize to open up a portal, you may not even realize that you're doing it. And that's why I said that's one of the main reasons. Sorry, Howard showed me. I cannot. I'm just not going to talk. Howard,
I'm not saying a word. I am not. I am
you don't
sitting here
have to
just.
say a word. You are encouraging this
Hey.
shenanigans.
How am I encouraging it?
This is
That's
not
what
the
you-
Boo Man show from last week.
No, it is
Speaking
not.
about that, this is the 1 week anniversary. Just saying.
I got your manpower. I got your manpower. Mm-hmm. Anyhow,
Jackie, that's the quietest I ever seen her.
I cannot. Howdy, hey Denise.
Okay.
Anyhow, let's talk about portals
Okay.
and how they can be negative and how you can go about opening. Too bad you're traveling. Really, Steven?
Oh.
Really? I cannot. I'm
Y'all need to stop that. This
y'all
is
need
not.
Jesus. Y'all need Jesus. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it. That's it.
We're
Jesus
gonna
is
come on
real.
your show and do that. Wait,
I
they are
like
on
it.
our shows.
I Oh Lord. So anyhow, can you find how to open a portal online? I'm sure you can. Can you do it by practicing and dabbling in things that you have no idea what you're doing? Absolutely. Can you have a seance and open a portal that you don't close effectively? Absolutely. People can inadvertently
Yeah.
open a portal and not even realize that they're doing it. Is this the female drunk turkey show? I can. You know what? We're not even going to talk about these damn portals. Excuse my language. We're just going to let everybody pick on Chrissy, and we're just going to read all the little messages.
I'm
Carry
listening to what you
on.
have to say.
Carry
Listen to what
on.
you have to say.
Carry on. Carry on.
Yeah, I shouldn't be
Well,
doing this
go.
on Hey Boo.
That's
That woman's got enough on her mind right now.
who
You.
I do have a lot on my mind.
Me too. It's been a rough week.
Can breathe much better. I need to get myself together for turkey and dressing. Yep, that's right, Miss Beth, sister. Sorry, I was doing stuff prepping for my work meeting. That's why I missed your call. Just scream at them. I'm not going to scream at them. I love them all. And they do this normally to me.
That's
on
not.
the show.
I mean, I'm not encouraged. I'm not. Don't be saying these kind of things on this show. That's not good.
I'm-
As a
Stop
portal,
it!
just
You're being sarcastic. sick, Howard. You're dying inside over there.
I've got several ways I could have went with this a long time ago.
I got you.
But I'm being good. You said that I had to be good. I'm being good.
Miss Joanne. I cannot. Did you see her comment?
Yeah, I posted it just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Listen. I don't even know what to say, y'all. I might need to exit so nobody gets hurt. Shots fired. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Someone is hijacking my texts. I gotta poo. Portals are dangerous. You never know what is going to come out. That's true. Now that's on a serious note.
That was before he said this.
I cannot. I cannot. Oh, good Lord. Howard needs a G-string. Hey, Sarah. I cannot. Okay, audience.
Okay. So back to portals again.
Well, what are we going to talk about? Because every time they run in the comments. I
can't see them because for some reason it's blocked off on my side of the screen. And last time I did it on Paranormal Swamp Talk, it kicked me out. You remember last week I got kicked out and then I had to come back in. So I said I'm not touching nothing on this computer. I might get kicked out. I can't see the comments. Oh, there he is. Oops, sorry.
I cannot.
I was gonna do it too.
Jackie! You're supposed to be on my side.
Oh, Jackie, I'll come set you up.
Jackie!
Come on, Jackie. You can do it. Put your hand up.
No. No.
That was kind of funny.
No. This is not Howard's men. No.
What's up, Scotty?
What are you doing?
He's coming to on the sister you warned about. For those
I don't know.
That's right. Beth,
I don't know what happened. It does that. I didn't do nothing. It did that on Wednesday night.
Did what?
It blocked out my comment. It blocked out the comments where I can't see it.
Oh, that's weird.
I didn't do nothing. It just popped up.
You got it back?
No. It just popped up and I couldn't see the comments. That's what I was doing Wednesday when we were on Paranormal Swamp Talk. And then all of a sudden they just kicked me out of the screen of Paranormal Swamp Talk. And then I had to hurry up and get back in.
That's weird. Totally weird. So, for those of you in the audience, how many of you have seen portals?
Where you saw portals at, Howard?
You got a picture of one in the front yard.
Oh, you should send it to Chrissy.
I've seen it when he's been walking through the yard, Jackie. I don't need a picture.
But everybody else probably would like to see a portal. Don't tell me nothing about what's going on in this house.
Well, because
no. I'm a paranormal investigator. I should know this. Like I see dark figures going across the wall, and I don't know what's going on here. I'm like, okay. Right, he's on like Petri dish or something.
Howard, if you have that picture, I can share it.
No, let's see. God, I don't even know where the hell let's see.
I've been in a portal potty. I bet you have, Anthony. There's a couple of portals at Waverly. And is that where you think what is his name? The bad dude that hangs out in that lobby area? Is that where he came from?
Who are you
Did
talking
he-
about?
Well, you've never been to Waverly, right?
No.
So there's a specific
Is it
area.
the Reaper? I think his name is something like that. Or something.
Yeah. Well, but there's two people though. Um, um, no, he was there before Waverly existed. Oh wow. Bad dude in the lobby. Tim. That's okay. Interesting.
Yes.
Very interesting. So yeah, so let's see. Sorry, I'm getting a message. Um This is where it's important to know what you're dealing with. And if you don't know what you're dealing with, then don't try to handle it yourself. Don't try to handle it alone. Don't try to close something that you have no idea how to close. I think that Howard and I kind of discussed different experiences with there's one in the vault and one on the fourth floor. The vault. What do you mean the vault? That's why we moved out. He followed me here when I moved the dark entity. So you had a portal and you moved and the entity followed you with the move, Irene? The vault off the lobby. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you now. My brain's not working, girl. I had to take myself back there. Well, that's interesting, Irene. I hear Jason outside hollering about something.
Probably telling somebody to mind their business.
Is he sleepwalking again?
No, he's awake. He was just on camera.
I did that all the time and
now
not
when
sleepwalk.
he's sleepwalking. I'm just saying. There's so many out there just trying to fit in, and if you close something you know nothing about, honey, you're in for a lot of trouble. Yeah, because a lot of the time it's if you don't properly close it, you're going to do more damage than good.
Can it close and reopen again?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. The moment you close it, it can reopen.
In a different location or the same location?
Probably either or.
Why would that happen for? Because you didn't close it properly?
When you cross them, you don't what? Exactly. Exactly. You're going to see things that you never want to see and wish that you hadn't been there in the moment.
For what?
Portal that you improperly closed.
Oh, so there's more harm for a portal that you didn't close? That you didn't properly close?
I would say so, yeah, because then they're basically gonna want to come after you because you're trying to close their ability, their travel path to get to and from the other side.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right, Sarah. Anything is possible with a portal. We left almost all of our furniture and run. Really? When did that happen, Irene? Still trying to figure out what the heck Jason's out there talking about. It's probably the neighbors talking about our Christmas decor. We look like the Griswolds now.
You got lights everywhere, huh? Did you plug them in and they didn't come in?
Is it
Come on.
Thanksgiving? Is it Thanksgiving yet?
Do not start with me, sir. Do not start with me.
Lord.
She's being festival because this is her last year up there, right?
That's right.
And she wants to go all out. Soon enough, she'll be down here by us. We all could sit in Howard by Howard's desk and do a live together.
That's right. Are they not disguised as part of place like wall, trees, etc.? They can be. They can be anywhere. They can be on top of your house. They can be in your house. They can be at a window. They can be at a tree. They can be in a cave. They can be just on the ground. We have woods here. It's called the Okefenokee is what it's called. And it's there. It is Indian land. Okay. Um, and you get probably 10 feet in and you can feel the negative energy. I mean, you don't even have to be any type of an empath or sensitive of any nature. You get 10 steps in and you know that there's something bad in those woods. Something bad. In fact, so one of my team members was helping out with a hike out there, and they came back in from the hike to the parking lot area. Well, another investigator had started to head back, and my team member had said, "Hang on a minute," and he said, "Okay." But then he thought that she was directly behind him again, and he took back off into the woods on a trail. Well, she thought that he said, "Come on," and she thought that she was seeing him. So she followed what she thought was him. It wasn't him.
Wow.
She was lost in those woods for like 2.5 hours.
Wow.
And when she finally was found, she was pretty distraught at what she had seen, heard, and felt while being lost in those woods. So, and there's multiple, not just evil in those woods, but there are multiple portals out there.
Wow.
So you got to be careful. Like, that's one place that I tell my kids, don't be taking your friends out there to go paranormal investigating, because that's a place that you need to have very well, very versed, very experienced investigators with you. Because there's a lot of stuff in that woods that will mess with your mind, make you see things that aren't real, make you think that you're looking at someone who is like mimics. So they will mimic voices, they will mimic faces, they will mimic full bodies, and you'll follow them, and then you'll be deep into the woods where nobody can hear you. So I'm very specific to tell my kids, if you're going to go out there, don't be investigating and don't be taking your friends to investigate unless you got a really experienced investigator with you. In fact, it's funny because so my daughter had gone out there with friends, and because there's walking trails out there too. So if you stay within the path and you have a group of people with you, you're usually fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so she took them out there. They got to the root cellar area, and they came across people that were investigating, and they had a Ouija board out there.
Wow.
And my daughter told them, she said, "You better be careful with that." And they said, "Well, what do you mean?" And she proceeded to tell them, "Well, you got to make sure that you're doing it correctly, you're opening it correctly, and you're closing it correctly. And should you even really be using that out here because of what's out here?" And they said, "Well, how do you know so much about it?" And of course she said, "Well, my mom's a paranormal investigator, and I've grown up around it." She said, "And this isn't the safest place to investigate if you don't really know what you're doing." So they were like, "Wow, your mom's pretty impressive, huh?" And of course she's like, "Well, yeah, of course she is." But so yeah,
Yes.
you gotta, you got to know what you're doing. You got to know what's around. You got to know when you should utilize certain tools and when not to, in my opinion. I'm not an expert. This is all my opinion. Other people may disagree, may think something else. Howard, did you send me those pictures?
Yeah, I sent you a bunch of them.
So
I
so
even
how
blew up
long
some.
how long again you been in a paranormal investigator? Just asking.
Well, like 5 or 6 years, but I've been a sensitive my entire life.
So you can sense things.
I can sense, I can
Think.
hear, I can see. I also have dreams.
Me too.
Hang on.
You see the first one, it's going to be just a broad shot, I believe, and then the second one, let's see, I'll go back and look.
Okay.
All right, the first one I sent you, that's the whole house, the front of the house. The second one is the portal. I blew it up so you can see the portal. The third one is an orb with a figure underneath it, the orb, and you can actually see the leg extending out with a hoof at the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one is the actual blow up on the orb, and you can see the face underneath the orb.
Okay. Share. All right.
That's the portal, the one with the circle around it.
Oh, there's a couple circles. And then I got a blow up of the portal. I think it's the next one.
Who figure under the orb? Let's see.
Well, I got that one blowing up too. You should have a picture of that one already too.
Yeah, it's like a huge orb, and underneath it is that. So, can you see the portal? The one that circled. That's a portal, right?
Yeah, that's in
With
the
the
back.
arrow. So
It's,
you can see a
it's
portal
right
by
underneath the
the.
big tree. You see the big tree?
Yep.
Those are orbs. They got a red one, a blue, a green one, a blue one. And there's little orbs around the bottom there. That's a portal there.
So can you see a portal with your eye? You can only take like pictures of it with paranormal stuff, right?
Let me see if I can. Oh, wrong way.
That's the guy I'm going to be with. Yeah, that's the portal.
Wow, you see the face in it?
Yes,
Yep.
that's what I was just about ready to say. There's a
Now,
face
you
in it.
see the bird bath that's right there,
Yeah.
and then right there below the bottom base of the bird bath, there's a black mist that's coming out of the ground. Actually, they had a
I
lot
see
going
it.
on. There's a lot going
I
on.
see
In
it right here.
Yeah.
And then here's the face.
Wow.
I'm looking up here.
That's in our front yard. Yay!
I cannot, Howard. Okay, so let me wait for this to load. Because you said you sent multiple, right?
Yeah, I sent some other ones.
Well, if I can get it to work correctly. Apparently I cannot. Hang on. Okay.
And that's the orb on top of the house. And if you look underneath it, you can actually see the face underneath the orb.
It's kind of blurry.
Yeah. Well, it's a screenshot of a picture. You got to go down a little bit. There it is. You see the eyes, the bridge of the nose.
Yep.
And then if you look down towards the bottom, where it'd be the
Oh
bottom
yeah,
of it.
there's the horns.
Yep.
That's the face.
and I think I got one that's one before that one. Is you can actually see the leg extending with the hoof.
Let's see if it'll load so I can scan it to the side.
Irene says that's cool. Not if you live in here.
Damn it. Darn it. Which one are you talking about, Howard? That's it.
No, you got one. Let's see that one. I believe it is. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. No, the other one right below that one. That's the portal. One right below that one.
Wheel. This one? No.
No. That's it. Look at it. You might be able to see it on that one. Can you blow it up? You see how the orb's there, and look at that bottom. You can see where the hoof is actually extending down the leg, like he's walking forward towards the bottom of the screen.
It's close to that
right
circle
there,
right there. Yeah.
Right. And it goes straight up, like in an angle. Yep.
There's an eye. There's a horn.
Yeah, you can see the face better.
There's a horn.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Definitely interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting living here.
So they came out of a portal, right? Something like that would come out of a portal.
I would say absolutely, but I mean,
can something like that kind of like control the portal?
You mean like the ability for people to open or close it?
Yeah.
I definitely seen that face before. What's that grin about, Howard? What's that grin about?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where he's seen that face before.
It was at a known portal. Huh. Well, do share.
Well, he's off of work, too.
They're traveling, aren't they? Is that what you said earlier? If I wasn't traveling.
Yeah, I think he's traveling. Well, hell, going to the grocery store is traveling for him. I mean, he lives
in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of nowhere. In Cloudcroft. Oh, I think I've heard that story.
Cloudcroft.
Yeah, there was a lot of evil shit going on from what I've heard at Cloudcroft.
And where's that at? In Mexico? New Mexico?
I believe so. Isn't that New Mexico or is that Texas?
I don't know. I think it's in New Mexico.
Where's Cloudcroft at, Stephen?
I think it's in New Mexico.
I thought so too. Well, but I mean, so I guess here bids the question.
Also, elementals can make a portal also.
That's what I was fixing to say. So you not only have demonic portals, you have other portals that can be opened and closed. You have elementals that have existed long before anything else here on this planet. Yes, Jacqueline, in New Mexico. Oh my Lord! The passport for that, Steven. I cannot.
I know what he means when he says that.
So both was open.
You talking about the portal or the border?
I'm not. No.
Okay, except going like on YouTube and practicing and accidentally opening a portal, and except using a Ouija board, can you accidentally make a portal somewhere?
Sure. Again, you can do a séance, you can do a chant, you can call to specific demons, you can call to specific entities, and you can conjure them. I mean, that's real. That's
That's
very real.
without knowing. How about mirrors? I mean, say that you never had a portal in your house, but you got 3 mirrors looking at each other, 4 or 5 mirrors looking at each other. Could but you never did the Ouija board, and you never asked for bad spirits or nothing like that. Can you make a portal out of that without knowing in your house?
Okay. So that's kind of a catch-22 question, Jackie.
Oh wow, that was a hard question, or is that a crazy question?
Well, no, it's not a crazy question. It's a good question. So, mirrors facing each other can be a gateway / portal for things to come through. You and I already had this discussion that
I know, but
portals
now we
that
have no hey boo.
mirrors facing each other is not necessarily a good thing. I don't have Hi Carl. I don't have mirrors that face one another for that specific reason.
We do.
I know you do, but you also got an inside portal and an outside portal. I'm gonna need you to get your whole self together. I'm just saying. I cannot, Howard. I cannot.
But what I'm saying with that, if say for instance, like you, okay, you're just an ordinary person. You're not a private investigator or a sensitive or nothing like
Sure.
that. And you moved into a new house and you put all these mirrors up in your house. Could you, by doing that, create a portal?
Potentially, sure.
Okay.
Because it gives them a traveling path. It's basically, so imagine it like this. So imagine layers, okay?
Uh-huh.
You've got layer A, B, C, and D, okay?
Uh-huh.
So A and B is us here, right?
Uh-huh.
B is the first mirror. C is like the in between space. And then D is hell or wherever the portal may lead to. Okay.
Okay.
So when you face those mirrors, you're basically opening the gateway and opening that door from A to D, right? So then they can travel through. So in my mindset, not even putting that in place is smart or idea because you're giving that ability by opening that doorway to begin with. Because first of all, we've got spirits and things all around us all the time, right? They come and go, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you're creating that opening, then you're potentially opening yourself up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So maybe we opened the portal by doing that a long time ago.
The door is already there.
Yeah.
You're just opening it for the layers. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I don't.
Jack, you got to remember our property is on Indian burial ground. Okay.
Yes.
And it's already, you had elementals here. You've got all, I mean, freaking woods. I mean, you're in a swamp. I mean, really, come on. You got all kind of shit going on here. All right, for one. Then
you see a lot of things at night.
You have all that stuff. And matter of fact, that could have been here for years and years and
yes,
from the beginning of time. Okay, with the elemental part of this. But then you have tragedies that occur.
Yeah.
And then we just in our home, of course, Jessica, but it's
Yeah.
not just here. You know, all around in our area, within a 1 mile area,
yes,
there's multiple
so
suicides.
could there be like a bigger portal somewhere that's
They just
making everybody,
open it. It just keeps it open.
it just keeps it open, so that's why bad stuff happens all the time.
Well, I mean, let me answer Carl's question. So Carl said, can spirits cause static noise in your recorder? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the white noise. They can do it in your recorder. They can do it in your television. They can do it on your radio. They can do it on your SB7, SB11. I mean, they can do it through any electronic device,
You can
basically.
do it on like we're doing the show right now. You can hear
Right,
it.
right. And closing it is even harder. That's very
That's
true.
true. That is true.
And Anthony, if you're a walking portal, sir, that's not okay. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Because sometimes when I'm sitting on here doing shows, Carl, you can hear uh, whispers and all kind of stuff that's happening, and everybody's asleep when I usually do late night shows.
Hmm.
Friday nights.
Yep.
Or depends how long you stay on Petri dish.
Well, you got shadow play in your house a lot too, Howard.
Yes.
And I don't mean Jessica.
I
I
know.
mean other shadows.
I know. Yeah, I know.
He said he
'Cause-
keeps the light off in the bathroom, but I turn the bathroom light on.
Because
The
you have
light-
all those mirrors there. And what is that? I told you about with the light.
He said the light's facing the mirror, so it's like when you die, you see the light.
It's like a
When they
beacon.
come in,
Yeah.
when they come through the portal, like a mirror or something, they see the light. That's
It's a
why
false.
they
It's
come
a false. It's a false light. It's not when that light that you see. When you're crossing the veil, it's it's a false light.
If you all ever seen anything here, y'all better let me know.
What?
What? I think that's supposed to be homie.
No, he says he's horny.
No.
It says,
Howard!
That's what
"Ah,
he just said.
no,
That's
read
just-
it. Read it."
If y'all see everything, y'all better let me know. I'm horny.
I cannot.
What do you mean, a succubus?
I cannot. We are not talking about that. Scotty! I quit. I quit.
No, it was doing good.
I
I know. But
Mirror
mirrors,
tricks is a real
tricks.
thing. A well practiced individual could do tons of damage. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't fool with mirrors. I don't even fool with mirrors that ain't even facing one another.
But I like looking at
No.
myself in the mirror.
That's okay. But when I'm on location doing investigations, I don't really fool with mirrors. I don't say a whole lot. I don't do a whole lot around mirrors because even if mirrors aren't facing one another, there could be something on the other side of that layer that you're
Yeah.
still going to see within the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but lots of
typically-
times, but you also got to remember when you're dealing with mirrors, also it's just like the mirror in Myrtle's plantation.
Yeah.
And they said they see handprints, in the mirrors and stuff like that. They'll see faces in the mirror. That's because of the glazing. It's an old mirror, and the glazing is wearing. And they said they've had it reglazed. Yeah, they ain't had that thing reglazed. I've looked at that mirror. That thing's been there forever.
I've never been to the plantation, so I can't speak on that. I just know that I don't.
The great
fool with
place to
mirrors.
go is not but Green Duff.
I
like
know
Green
that I'm
Duff.
certainly not going to call out to anything evil of a negative nature into any mirror. Period.
Right?
I don't want to see them. I don't want to pull them to that. I don't want to invite them in. I don't want to give them the hint that it is okay to be where I'm at.
Right?
That's the most.
Is Denise still in
important thing.
here? Is Denise still in here? If Denise is still in here, I got a question for Denise. Are there still mirrors in Waverly Hills? I'm just curious out of that. Just to know if they still have mirrors there.
I'm trying to remember, like the surgery room had like the big light thing on the ceiling, but I don't remember mirrors.
Yeah, she said there's a couple of mirrors. Oh, look, Ernie's in the room.
I cannot. Ernie, Denise, I'm still working on reading that, hon. Just so you know. I
She
fell
says a couple.
asleep after about 20 minutes because I was tired.
Wow.
Well, you also
But if you
never
break a
put
mirror,
me
that
in
gives you
the
bad
time.
luck. Is that why it gives you bad luck? Because you trap energy?
Well, I mean, and how can you, if you break it?
I thought he would release it myself.
No.
No, that's why you have bad luck, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because then you can't close what you've broken, right?
Oh, so that's why you have bad luck.
Yeah,
Because
but the
it
people
might
do
be a
that with
portal.
Ouija boards too. I mean, they'll but it's. I mean,
Let
I
me tell
still
you
think.
a story on that.
Okay.
And everybody can say that I'm crazy, but I'm not.
Okay.
So I had an aunt who was married to an individual who believed in Satanism and used a Ouija board on the regular. She got tired of it. She was a Christian. I cannot, Denise. She got tired of it and she took it and she burned it.
Then you ain't no supposed to know.
Well, here's the thing. The very next day, the Ouija board reappeared in the very same spot that she took it from.
Wow.
And she said activity picked up even worse in the house. So, hey, Eric. So you got to be guarded and you got to be careful and you got to know what you're messing with.
Yeah. Because you can open up stuff that you don't want open.
You've been outside
Hey, Eric, how you doing, brother?
You know, it's not their own.
doing what?
They're talking. They're saying all their bullshit. No, really, I put them in cage for a man while smoking a cigarette. You want to sit how they're talking
He's
for a minute.
freezing.
Can't even do it.
Sorry, sidetracked. You would have to do with deliverance. Ernie has a story about a Ouija board. Well, and one other time when I was a teenager, I went to a slumber party and I did not know that they had a Ouija board. I walked upstairs, walked into the room that they were sitting around the Ouija board. Their hands were not on the planchette. And as soon as I walked in, it flew across the room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nobody was touching it. Nobody.
Well, let me ask you this, and I know you don't like messing with a Ouija board,
Absolutely not.
but and maybe someone in the audience can explain this to me too. Okay, a Ouija board. All right, and then you set up these flashlights, and you're asking the spirit to turn on and off a flashlight. You know, the flashlight experiment,
Yeah, I know.
and to me, it's a form of a Ouija board
Why?
because you're asking it questions. Yes, one blink once for yes, twice for no, or whatever, or
You're asking it questions whether you have a device or not.
so isn't but the flashlights, wouldn't that be considered a Ouija board
No,
type thing?
no.
Why not?
I just don't think it is. And that's my personal opinion, my personal preference. Anybody who
Just because it
utilizes
doesn't have alphabet on it doesn't mean anything. You can use Morse code.
listen.
No, seriously, I'm being serious.
And I'm being serious. From the commencement, okay, listen, I will do research on when it was created, who it was created by, how it was utilized, and we'll readdress this whole topic.
Of what? Ouija board?
Yes.
Maybe we should do a topic next. Oh, but next week we won't have Hey Boo because of because of Thanksgiving. But
Right.
maybe the week after.
Well,
That
that would give plenty of time to study up on it and
yes.
answer those questions and formulate an educated basis of why I think that they're negative. other
Yeah.
than just certain experiments that I've seen done. So,
That's a good idea.
wedgie
How
board.
about Reggie?
I
Oh, jeez.
mean, that'd be a cool show. Yep, it sure will. And I might actually reach out to a few people who are well versed in it. Remove this video. Number 2, always say goodbye.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, no.
Yeah, you haven't closed it. And you're leaving it open if you don't say goodbye.
Yep. Well, y'all,
But a Ouija board doesn't that also opens up a portal.
I believe it does. I believe it
It's
does.
just because and then you have a spirit guide. I mean, and from what I was always told, that the spirit guide of the Ouija board is it's already something that's demonic or evil.
I don't fool with them, so I can't. Let me do research so I can give you an educated, defined line. Me personally, you know how I feel. That's a personal feeling. It's a personal statement. I will get you an educated answer.
So if anybody has a Ouija board, give it, go out there and try it out and get back to me on this.
There you go. If you
And
utilize them.
And if you don't, go buy one.
No. You're not going to encourage the shenanigans. Listen, I got to go. I got work.
All right, so we're just going to wrap it up then. It was a good conversation about portals.
Yep.
So, thank you, Howard, for coming on and talking with
anytime.
us. And again, we won't be on next week because of Thanksgiving. Howard, how about your shows? Will they be on next week?
No. Swamp Talk is going to be canceled because it's Wednesday, and what I'm going to be doing, Jackie. I'm going to be cooking. Yeah. Thursday, what I'm going to be doing? Thursday, Petri dish. And cooking.
And cooking. We'll be so filled up we ain't going to be wanting to leave the bed. We'll be like, just put on football and watch it.
Really? And then Friday we might do a Trinity. I don't know yet, depending on what if I was able to evacuate my bowels correctly Friday morning from all that food.
But I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Have a great week, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Y'all have a good evening. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Not gonna run away.